beautifuls, this is Aromie here. Welcome back to Asagao Academy. My Fraps wasn't loading, which was weird. Every time I loaded it up, the game kept crashing. I wasn't quite sure why, so I restarted my whole computer and it's working totally fine now. So Shan and I strolled through the rooftop garden after conversation in it. The atmosphere around us lighter than ever before. It seemed like Shane could finally look me in the eye and see me for me. For the first time, the color of my hair was standing between us, which is quite weird because the color of his hair kind of threw him off from wanting to be close to us because his ex-girlfriend had pink hair as well. He smiled gently down at me as we surveyed our misshapen family of plants. My heart was struck. I wanted to date Shane. At least in this route, we really know our feelings for this guy, instead of just hovering over it. I need your help. Huh? After Shane finally opened up to me, I realized I wanted to be something more. Shane was carrying around some baggage, but with his ex-girlfriend, it seemed like he really cared about her. Maybe he still did. I shook my head roughly. No, it was not the time to be thinking about that. The point was, I wanted to take our relationship to the next level. And to do that, I needed help. I've been thinking about doing something nice for Shane, something to make up for all the times I've almost killed him. Mai put a hand on her hip. Too late, I realized I raised her hackles. You don't have to make up for anything, Hana. Those were accidents. Accidents. I mean, yeah, but I'm not going to help you apologize for something that doesn't need apologizing for. I faltered. But I will help you do something nice for Shane because you're a good person. Thanks, but actually I wanted to ask him on a date. What? Her voice veered into the highest pitches, suddenly transforming into a sonar. I was thinking of taking him on a picnic. Picnics are good dates, right? Are you kidding me? Picnics are the cutest things. Yeah, picnics are kind of cute. I watched this rom-com with Mimi last year, and the dude accidentally cheated on his wife with this other lady. And he was like, "Please, baby, come on, this picnic with me to right all my wrongs." And she was like, "No, how dare you ask me that?" And then they broke up. But I didn't cheat on Shane. Yeah, exactly. So then it'll work out. There's no one in this world that could be angry after a good picnic. Except for the lady in the movie. Well, I mean, it was a movie, so yes. Alright, Hana, except for that lady in the movie. But that's out of probability of... that's one out of probably a billion picnics. I feel like there have been a billion picnics in the world. I didn't know you were close with Mimi either. Yeah, well, at one point. That's not important. You think it's a good idea, though. I'm not sure he's the picnic type. Mai scoffed. Everyone's a picnic type at a picnic. She wrapped an arm around my shoulder, gesturing to the wide horizons in front of us. In reality, it was a blank wall, but to Mai, it was an endless plain of flowing grains and purple mountains. Pick the sunniest day next week, and nothing can go wrong. Well, that's the thing, though. I've never been on a picnic before, and I'm terrified I'll mess it up. Just like the other times. Mai put a hand to her chin, not over her chin. You do have a knack for screwing up. It's so strange. You've been so capable in almost every other route. Why is it just this one that your route? What? Bingo. Anyways, have no fear. Mai is here to help you. Some candles, drinks, music for the atmosphere. Wait, really? No! Of course not. I mean, unless you're ready for that kind of picnic. Really, all you need is food and a blanket, pretty much. Food. I had to make more crumpets for Shane to choke on. Why not just go to the store and get something? Cause that's a thing too. You can just go to the store and get something. Oh right, grocery stores exist. I pulled my phone out of my pocket and opened the weather app. Sunny, sunny, sunny for the next 2 weeks, not a speck of rain. It wasn't as warm as it could be, but at least there was no rain. Yay! Great! This is going to be really fun. I'm excited now. Yeah! Are you? That's wonderful. Can you help me pack? I have to go practice, or I would, but I'll be back later to help you, alright? Right. Mai waved and sprinted down the hall, and I set off for the dorm, heart soaring. Hope was a thing with feathers, after all. Maybe Shane and I finally had a chance to have a good time. few hours later, I was poring over my list for the picnic, a pile of miscellaneous objects in front of me. Excuse me. I had to prioritize economy. Would be taking the basket across the field, and I didn't want it to be too heavy, but I didn't want to miss anything either. Why not just get some sandwiches and juice or water, and then like a plate or like some cut up fruit in a cup? Who knows? My last few attempts to do something nice for Shane backfired horribly. I was not going to let this go wrong. No, it's fine, Jared. Hana definitely won't mind. Huh?
Jared.
Jared? You seem busy. Oh no, don't mind me. I'm just, packing. Did Jared know anything about me and Shane? Did Mai tell him, or did he agree with the other guys that we must secretly like each other? Even though I was currently preparing to ask Shane on a date, I didn't necessarily want Jared to know about my feelings. I focused on the basket, dropping in a bottle of hand sanitizer. Oh, that's smart. Or you could just bring like wet towelettes, you know?
Yeah!
Like those little ones that come in a packet. Jared's gonna hang out in here for a bit. I really don't have to though. I can find somewhere else to be. Jared stood in the doorway. Oh, he's still sparkling. That's nice. Watching me eagerly, I wasn't sure whether he wanted me to let him in or try to keep him out. No, it's fine, really. Oh, great. Jared shuffled into the room, Mai bouncing in after him. What's going on though?
Well...
Satch is making an invention for the tournament, and it kind of exploded. Everyone is fine, he just didn't want me around. I'm kind of surprised you're not helping him clean up. Seems like something you would do. Jared tossed his hair, a small grin on his face. Oh, I definitely tried. Satch told me my delicate fingers were better put to use serving the longing maidens of the school. Did he now? Plus, I don't know where all the gizmos go. He said I'd probably break it if I tried to help. That I believed. Stay here as long as you like. Mai climbed up to her bed, winking at me as she passed. How on earth did she finagle for this to happen? She wasn't waiting outside his dorm for this, was she? She wasn't. Was she? Jared tiptoed around my pile on the floor and sat in Mai's desk chair.
Hey.
So, Hana, you know the fashion show, right? I told you about that, didn't I? Of course, but if you hadn't, I would never have known. I mean, maybe you should have put up posters or something. Seems like it would have been a good idea. Yeah, he laughed. The fight he and Paul had at the beginning of the year was apparently water under the bridge. I almost didn't remember that it happened. They didn't hold it against each other or anything. I knew that was how disagreements were supposed to work, but that didn't mean I wasn't amazed when it actually happened that way. You'll come, won't you? There's no way I'll feel comfortable on stage without my beloved nymph's eyes on me. What? Beloved nymph? Was he talking about me? Yeah, of course I'll come.
Nice.
Great, you two can go together. Jared beamed from me to Mai, and suddenly I realized he probably wanted me there for more than just my presence. Mai crawled to the edge of her bed, peeking over the railing at me. So, what are you doing? Oh, you know, just packing for the picnic. Oh, on your date? I glanced quickly at Jared, who seemed suddenly very interested in what was happening. Have you asked him yet? I'm sure I should... Mai, could you double check that I have everything?
What?
Wait, haven't you asked him? No, I like to be prepared. Mai rolled her eyes. Understatement of the year. Is there a list then? Right here. I handed her my list and Mai flipped off the top of her bed, nearly smacking Jared in the face. The regret was palpable. Palpable? I had never seen these words in my life. Don't worry, Jared. It's only for a little while. You can pull through.
Perfection.
Looks good to me. She handed the list back to me almost immediately. Did she even bother looking? I was trying to change the subject, but I did sincerely want her to check things over. What if she missed something? As fun as it is, ask her to double check. Ask Jared. I'm not asking Jared. And if she checked that quick, she obviously didn't check. Ask her to double check. Actually, I can check again, maybe a bit more thoroughly. I really don't want to mess this one up. First time not good enough? No, because that wasn't even a minute. That was like a second. She said it jokingly, but I could tell she was a little irritated. Mai wasn't very good at hiding her true feelings. I darted a glance at Jared.
Well...
If you don't want to... No, of course, I'll check again. I was a little fast. Mai doubled over again, this time taking everything out of the basket and putting it back one by one. Not really in the same place, but who is keeping track?
Bingo.
Everything is there, Hana. You did a good job, so don't worry too much about it. Just think about how you're going to ask him. That's the bigger challenge here. I'm really glad you're here to help me out. I'm kind of panicking. I've never been on a real date before. What about the flower festival? Right, the flower festival. I wasn't quite sure that counted, but...
I'll support you.
Well, no worries. We're friends after all. You can always ask us for help. Jared's cell phone went off and he gasped at the liqueur of life. Oh, it's that. She says it's all done. Thank you so much for your gracious stay, ladies, but I must be on my way. But Jared, don't you want to stay? Jared was already out the door. Mai, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You have a date to prepare for. Right, if you say so. Mai and Jared. It didn't seem like they would ever date, but I hope that one day they could at least be friends. Poor Mai. Poor Mai. Chapter 4. Oh, we're near the tournament. Is this a chapter of the tournament? Think so. Which means we're near the ending. I spent hours packing and repacking the picnic bag, making sure I didn't forget anything and that it was pretty as it could be. Now that everything was all set up, it was time to ask Shane. But since that was all I needed to do, I found myself putting it off. I could wait until tomorrow's lunch after all. I stretched and stood. It was a little early, but I could probably go to bed. My phone started vibrating and I snatched it up. Having difficulty with page 112 helped me. I blinked at my phone. Shane? Asking for help? I started to type back, but was interrupted by another text. Please? Oh. Sure, right away. I'm coming at your door right away. Don't even bother. I'm just going to call and run and, Grinning, I sent my response. See you in class in 20. I hopped off of my... Oh, we're going to the classroom. Lame. Hopped off of my bunk, throwing my books back into my bag. My groaned. How are you always so energetic? Are you seriously asking me that question? Oh, are you going to ask Shane now? Asking Shane. Now would be a perfect time, but suddenly the prospect terrified me. Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, Hana, I wish you the very best. As she rams into us, jumping over... Oh, she didn't ram into us. She just jumped off her bed. Jumping off of her bed, Mai ran to her desk and flung open a drawer. After digging around in it for a while, she turned back to me.
Yeah!
Oh, what's she getting us? What is this? I'm kind of scared. Small sprinkles of pink filtered through my vision. Cherry blossoms again. It worked last time, right? Yeah, I guess it did.
Yeah!
That's wonderful. Get out there and kick his ass. Don't know why it took forever to load it. Metaphorically, with love. Will do. Thanks, Mai. With a trembling smile, I headed for the classroom. It was starting to get late. Shane and I wouldn't be able to study together for long, but at least meeting up this late would ensure we were alone together in the classroom. Alone together in the classroom. Alone. Together. Yeah. Alone. Snap out of it, Hana. You have bigger things to worry about. When I got out to the classroom, Shane was already seated inside, face in his hands. You're here.
Hey.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me. No problem. I put on a chair opposite Shane and grabbed my math textbook, sharing the space, math, on his desk. So, page 112?
What?
What? Didn't you need help with the problem, page 112?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I definitely need your help, yes. Okay. Was it just me or was Shane acting weird? Shane's notebook was already open on his desk, so I pulled it toward me and examined his work. That's weird. What? I mean, all of your work is right, but for some reason your answers are wrong. Shane snatched his notebook out of my hand, shoving it into his bag. Forget about it. That's not important. But didn't you need help? No, I'm fine now. Crickets. An awkward tension built up between us. Outside, the sun finally set, and the night seeped into the loud emptiness of the room. I had to ask him at some point, didn't I? Maybe now would be a good time. I cleared my throat, taking a deep, deep breath.
Shane.
Hey.
Do you want to hang out sometime? Oh.
What?
What?
What? Were you going to say something? Forget about it. What were you going to say? I was wondering if you wanted to go on a picnic with me. A picnic?
Yeah.
A picnic? At the park. I have everything ready. Impressive. Did you make the food already too? I was just going to buy it this time, don't worry. I'm not. I'm going to make the food. Oh my gosh. You guys.
Yes.
You? Oh. Wait, now?
Yeah.
Care to join me? If we store it well, it'll still be good tomorrow. Are we going tomorrow? It doesn't have to be so soon. I planned to do it that weekend, but now that it was actually happening, I found myself wanting to put on the brakes. I don't want to psych myself out. Oh, that's a good point. Let's do it tomorrow. After school, then to the kitchens we go. Right now? Yes, right now. Let's go. Okay. As we stepped out into the night's velvet darkness, Shane finally seemed to realize the time. Oh, maybe we shouldn't do it today. Tomorrow morning? And then we can go to the picnic the day after the tournament. Perfect.
Yay!
Sweet. Why don't I walk you to your dorm then? You're a perfect gentleman. As we shuffled across the sidewalk, wading through the slightly humid air, Shane suddenly grew quiet. Is something on your mind?
Well,
Can I bring my sketchbook to the picnic? Oh, right. I agreed to be Shane's model, didn't I? But surely he meant to draw the landscape. The park's really pretty, a really pretty place to draw. I mean, to draw you. There went that idea. I've been afraid to ask for a while. Why's that? Shane shrugged, one hand in his pocket. I thought you'd be uncomfortable. If you're not into it, I don't want to. I mean, it helps me too in a way.
what?
Helped you? I'm really shy, Shane. I wasn't always this shy. I mean, I've always been shy, but after last year, it just got out of control, especially when I first came here. It was weird to think about how hesitant and afraid I was in the beginning of the school year. I was desperate to fit in and belong, paranoid about my hair, absolutely sure that one wrong move would make everyone hate me. Especially Shane, since he had a problem with me from the start. But look where we are now. I remember, pushing myself like this helps me become less shy. It reminds me of what I was like when I was younger. I didn't realize you liked it. I wouldn't say I like it. Oh, but there are worse things in the world than being stared at for hours on end by you. Yeah, well, but at the picnic, would it be too weird to bring my sketchbook? It doesn't seem like it's exactly fun to you. Of course you can bring it, only if you bring your old comics too. You're right, don't bring it. No, obviously not this choice. Comics, don't care for it, so of course you can bring it. I agreed to be your model a while ago. I'm not going back down now.
Yeah.
Great. I've been practicing. I want to see if I can improve what I've done for you. Of you. I'd like to see too. I want to start up my comics again. This is a good practice. We reached the entrance to Primrose House, Shane kicking the ground aimlessly. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then, I guess. Thank you for walking me home, Shane. I'm really looking forward to it tomorrow. Yeah, me too, I guess. Anyway, I'll come cook with you tomorrow morning. Sound good? Yeah.
Bye.
Great. Bye. He turned on his heel and stalked back the way he came, heading for Bluebell House. I giggled as I watched him go. It seemed like I wasn't the only shy one. Obviously, guys are both shy people. I woke early the next morning and immediately got myself ready. Knowing Shane was such an early riser, I figured he would be right on time to pick me up. And I was right.
Good morning.
Shane.
Hello.
Morning. You look exhausted. Did you sleep well at all? I wanted to take care of the plants before we started cooking.
What?
Seriously? What time did you wake up? 4. Shane, it's fine. Ready to bake?
Yeah.
Of course I am. We're baking? I shut the door and together we headed down the kitchens, debating what on earth we should make for the picnic. We can't make it only cookies. We need something of sustenance. I'm not sure what we can really bake that gives us sustenance. Oh, wait, what did she say? Cake? We entered the kitchen, which was completely empty. As expected, Shane and I put on aprons, not about to get gunk on our incredibly expensive uniforms. How about tea? Sandwiches? How British of you. How British of you, Shane. But that doesn't sound too bad. I'd want to do something to make it special though. Something like baking our own bread. Well, bread, I guess that can fill you up as a person. But that's gonna be it for today's episode. We're gonna be making we're gonna making tea sandwiches. Are those like the little super edible sandwiches that are like on that display and it's all pretty and cute and tiny? I don't know. I'm just gonna look it up. I don't even know what crumpets look like, so I gotta look that up, and then I guess tea sandwiches. But thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the